Just a few years ago, we always talk about luxury handbags in the context of Hermes, Dior, Chanel, and the more mainstream luxury brands. But recently, there's a growing interest and passion for mid-range luxury brands. These pieces tend to be more affordable because the brands are relatively newer. Personally, I think it's amazing that we now have so many options to choose from, seeing these brands offer fine materials and beautiful designs. And here are the 7 best affordable luxury brands. The first affordable luxury brand is the Curated. I think this brand is not as well known, but if you're into neutral palette and very minimalistic style, this brand is for you. Now, they don't offer a huge selection. In fact, every category is so curated and all their designs are very minimal, simple, and timeless. I noticed a lot of their pieces are always sold out, especially their small selection of handbags. I remember seeing their classic shoulder bag for the first time, and I was immediately attracted to it. The hardware especially caught my attention. It's a simple rectangular clasp, but it just complements the shape of the bag so nicely. By the way, the one in the black pebbled leather is always out of stock, and I can totally see why. I think we'll all agree that this bag will still look amazing in 30 or 40 years time. Now, this bag is about $450, and I think it's fantastic value for money. Another amazing mid-range luxury brand is Kuana. I've actually been stalking this brand for quite some time because I feel like they really understand what people look for in a hard-working tote bag. For example, all their bags feature textured leather, so you don't have to worry about scratches. Not only that, the leather is also soft and flexible, which looks so comfortable to carry. I think that is a very important feature. And don't get me wrong, I actually love a small boxy bag, but if I'm carrying a big tote bag, I don't want it to be stiff or overly structured. I also love how they accommodate the different needs by providing bags with and without zippers. I personally always prefer to have a zipper for my shoulder tote bags because I like to have the peace of mind that if my bag topples over, nothing will go missing. And if that's not good enough already, they even have these bags with top handles, so that's absolutely something for everyone. And by the way, all these bags are under $300. Another really good option if you're looking for an affordable luxury bag is Atelier's August. I've done a review video for this bag before and I'll link it somewhere here. In terms of the leather quality and the level of craftsmanship, this bag is absolutely worth the money. The only small con for me is that this brand loves featuring smooth leather for a lot of their pieces. Now, the leather is so luxurious and I know some people actually love this kind of leather, but for me, I do find myself being more careful when I carry this. But to be fair, this has held up incredibly well considering how much I've been using it in the last 10 months. So basically, there's a little bit of scuffing just on the bottom, but otherwise the bag is pretty much brand new. But if you're worried, they do make certain bags with textured leather. For example, this belt bag is made of this very sturdy calf leather. This bag is very structured, which is something I really enjoy for my smaller bags. Personally, I love how this bag sits very close to my body because it's so easy to get my things. Plus, it just looks so cute and playful. This bag is about $350, but their pieces can go up to about $700. Now, this video is not sponsored, but I do have a discount code for 10% off. You'll be able to find it down below, and I believe it applies to all the pieces from Atelier's August. The next one is JACKAM, although it belongs to the more premium end in terms of mid-range luxury. A few years ago, their Chiquito bags were so popular. Now, I must say, I'm not particularly crazy about this design because I find the top handle a little bit over the top for me, but I do really enjoy their other pieces. For example, this leather bucket bag. This has a very simple design, but the gold hardware really completes the bag in such a stunning way. I also think this is one of those small bags that can fit everything you need. And recently, I added this JACKAM Bambino bag to my collection. This is such a well-made piece. The leather is so luxurious, and this bag is truly so beautifully crafted. This is about $900, but in my opinion, it looks way more luxurious than the price tag. I intend to use it as a top handbag, but it does come with a shoulder strap, which is both adjustable and detachable. A long time ago, I was really interested in the Hermes mini Kelly bag, but when I tried one on, I was quite disappointed at how little it could fit. In fact, I couldn't even put my phone in there, so I decided to move on. Now let me know what you think. But for me, this is an amazing alternative because it has a very similar silhouette like the Hermes mini Kelly, but this one is way easier to use, plus it can fit way more. Another affordable luxury brands where you can find some really amazing handbags is the Sellier London. I came across this brand a while ago very briefly, but recently a lot of you have been recommending it and I can totally see why. Now, just like a lot of brands I've mentioned, the Sellier London has very simple designs, but their signature hardware is quite the statement element. Even though it's not the smallest class, it looks very tasteful and chic. I believe the Vancouver is their best seller, but my favorite from this brand has to be the Nano Montreal. I absolutely love the little top handle. To me, this bag looks so adorable, but yet so incredibly classy. This one is about $440, but I think it looks so much more expensive. In fact, it reminds me of the Valextra Eyesight and also the Chanel Coco bag. So to me, this one seems like a bag with fantastic value for money. Another mid-range brand I really like is Poine. I find their designs to be quite minimal but unique. In fact, every design seems to stand out in its own way, but I must say not every single design is my cup of tea, but I do really adore certain pieces. For example, this Tonka crossbody bag. This is essentially a simple crossbody bag, but the curvature of the leather together with the hardware just really added that magic touch to the bag. It's a small detail, but the bag just looks so much more interesting. What more, the shoulder strap is adjustable, and I think that added a lot of versatility to the bag because when you shorten the strap, it looks like a very elegant mini hobo bag, but you can also lengthen the strap to carry it as a very casual crossbody bag. At about $500, I personally think the pricing is fair, especially considering this bag is made of leather inside out. Another bag from Poine that I'm really attracted to is the Numero Mini, which looks like a mini backpack. This is one of those very adorable mini bags that can fit a lot. In fact, it really reminds me of my Louis Vuitton mini Palm Springs backpack. The only concern I have about this bag is the metal shoulder strap because I'm not sure if it'll be very comfortable. And I said that because I used to have a Mulberry Lily bag in the size small, and that bag had a metal chain as well with very minimal leather. And even though the bag was quite small, there was quite a bit of weight to it. I remember after a long day of using the bag, I could feel quite a bit of tension on my shoulder. So I'm just wondering if this Poine bag will be the same, but otherwise it's a very cute little bag. Another affordable designer brand worth considering is Hunting Season. I came across this brand on Net-a-Porter and I believe it's a brand from New York. What's fascinating about this brand is that there's hardly any hardware on their pieces. Not only that, there's no trace of any kind of logo on their handbags. So unless if you already know about their designs, it's very hard to tell where the bag is from. This small top handle bag, for example, is as low-key as it can get. So if you're looking for a true quiet luxury bag, this is the brand for you. The pieces from this brand have a very vintage feel, but they also look timeless. I think a good example is this hobo bag. I mean, I can totally see people using this bag back in the 70s. It also looks amazing today, and I'm sure it will look great in 20 years' time. Just like JACKAM, Hunting Season sits at the higher end of the spectrum for mid-range luxury because certain pieces can go up to $1,000. And those are the 7 best mid-range luxury brands. I hope this video has given you some insights if you're looking for a well-made handbag at a more affordable price range compared to brands like Hermes, Dior, Chanel, and alike. I must say, with the pieces I have, I am very impressed with the amazing value for money. Also, the fact that they are not as mainstream makes them that much more unique. Besides, I think it's lovely that we now have so many options to choose from, and it's encouraging to see smaller brands getting the recognition they deserve. Please let me know which one is your favorite or if you have any recommendations to make. Thank you so much for being here. Take care and I'll see you soon.